Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Marty, you look like a complete stoner. You look like you're in some tropical place wearing green, and I don't know. You just give me stoner vibes right now. Is it because we're close to
Really?
420? Is that what's going on?
Ah, wow. I didn't even think about that. What if I thought about that subconsciously?
Maybe, maybe.
Hmm. Interesting how that works.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
Green.
you don't understand how things just fall into place like that.
Yeah, I would say that green is not really your color. You look like a overgrown fucking Barney, even though Barney was purple, but he was green too.
Are you serious? You really don't like green on me?
Maybe it's not that I don't like green. I just don't like the way that shirt fits on you. It makes your body look
Oh.
small, like really small.
Yeah, for real. Drew House is like larger than the normal size.
Oh, that's what it was. I remember you told me that you ordered that shirt and it's bigger than usual. Yeah, that shirt looks really big on you.
Yeah,
That's
it
why.
feels like a large, but it's a medium.
Yeah, it looks like a large. It looks like
Damn,
an
should I
extra
change
large.
shirts?
Nah, bro, it's too
Should I
late.
change shirts for this podcast, bro?
Nah, it's too late, bro. Now you got a whole theme going on.
Nah, bro, like let's I can adjust this.
Nah, bro. I changed shirts before because I was wearing a black shirt and I was blending into my background. And I'm fucking running out of shirts, bro. I'm just gonna wear plain shirts because we're on episode like I don't even know what episode we're on, honestly. But
I think it's 18
yeah,
in the video
18,
form.
18 plus. Well, yeah, you're right. In
I think
video
so.
form because I didn't really have to care about what shirt I wore when we did the audio version. But now that we're doing
Hmm.
videos, you have to care about that. Not necessarily care, but people are gonna start watching an episode and be like, he was wearing the same shirt. I fucking wash my shirts, but you know, you don't want to look like you're wearing the same shirt in every episode too, because people might get confused and might think it's an old episode or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I feel like I wore this for a podcast before too. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Bro, I'm just gonna start wearing plain shirts, but still, that
I
still
think
gives
that's
the
the way
same
to go.
effect. That still gives the same effect, though. You know, it still
No, it
looks like you're wearing
doesn't
the same
because
shit.
no, bro, there's people that wears the same shit and it doesn't like you don't think about it. You just think that that goes with that person, you know? Especially if a person sees you with one outfit and then the next time they see you, they got the same outfit and the same outfit and the same outfit. Like they're going to expect that from you. Like it's not going to be weird, I feel.
Do you have a lot of outfits? Like I don't have. I My
No.
closet is full,
I
but
try
I
to
don't
keep
have
it
that many
very
outfits.
minimal. What'd you say?
My closet is full, but I don't feel like I have that many outfits. Like I've had, bro, I have some shirts in here that I've had for the past like 4 years,
Mm,
maybe even longer. You know what I mean?
damn. See, I want to be in a habit of like if I get something new, I throw something out.
You recycle it. Don't be part of the problem.
Well, you know what I mean. Like when I say that,
No,
I
I
don't
fucking
actually
don't.
throw it out. I give it to Goodwill or something.
True. Yeah.
So I want to just not own that much, bro.
No, I feel
I
that.
want to keep it minimal.
That's a very dope way of living. I love wearing just black tees. I could wear black tees every day, and I have a decent amount of black tees that I like to wear. But yeah, being in this video game, in this lifestyle of content creation. That's what I meant in this video game. You know, like the acting game or the sports. Whatever. I'm over explaining myself, but the
You're
point
always over
is,
explaining.
I am. That's a problem that I have. But the point is
You lost your train of thought.
I did, but I'm back to it. The point is, I'm always creating new videos, so I can't be wearing the same clothes all the time. You know, I have to I have to wear different clothes. I cannot
Yeah.
look at myself and see that I wore the same shirt 3 videos down my timeline.
Yeah.
You know?
I understand that problem, man. Trust me. I
Yeah.
go through the same thing.
And it
I
kind of
just wanna.
sucks though.
I literally want to exchange my entire wardrobe already, just because I'm over it. Every single fucking piece of clothing.
Yeah, but it kind of sucks because I feel like one of those Instagram girls. It's like, or just like a female in general, because I know a lot of females that'll just wear something like 3 times and they're like, no, I already wore this. People can't see me in this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been wearing the same goddamn shirt for 4 years. Bro, I swear, I have some clothes that's like
Bro,
old as
you
fuck.
still use that blue shirt too, the social house shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro, how the fuck do you still have that?
Bro,
You
my
have
my shirts.
clothes that's like years old, bro.
Yeah, you know what I do? My shirts have a timeline. You know, it goes from my closet being hung up. It's like the clothes that I'll try to not necessarily go out with to a party or something, but just, you know, if I'm gonna go shoot something or whatever the case may be, it's in the closet, and then it makes its way into my dresser, which is more gym clothes and just going out on a daily, doing whatever, you know, wearing that clothes on a daily, that shirt. Jesus, bro. Can't speak right now.
What's going on? You okay?
I'm not okay. I'm slightly intoxicated because I celebrated 420 slightly early.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Feels
Thank you. I
good,
appreciate
right?
that. Sure. Sure. I'm just stumbling across my words right now, but sure. Feels great.
But as far as like keeping things minimal, I also like to keep my gear minimal as well. Like I want to minimalize and make it the most efficient way possible for me to still capture the shot.
I see that. I see you came back here to California with some new philosophies because we went to go shoot some skits, and then I have all my equipment here. And I mean, obviously, you know, you know that you're welcome to use it. And I was like, all right, you want me to bring my sound stuff? And you're like, nah. I'm like, but there's 2 subjects. You have 1 mic. I was thinking in my head, but I mean, whatever. You could just switch it in the footage or when you're doing different takes, you know, from subject to subject. But I mean, I get it. I definitely understand it. Personally, I want the best of both worlds. I want something that's going to add quality and keep it as minimal as possible as that can get, you know. But obviously I do separate sound, so I have a whole little, you do separate sound too, but your sound is all connected to the camera. I have literally the big ass F8 recorder, you know, with different lavalier mics. But I mean, to each his own. I respect that. I like that because it makes things easier, you know. There's definitely a lot that I got to think about and set up before, and it takes more time to do that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I feel like my philosophy in life is just making shit easier for myself. That's
Right.
literally my philosophy. Like if I have to do anything that drags me or that I don't want to do, I always try to find a way to kind of get around it. Like still doing it, but finding it the best way or the easiest way to do it.
Right. I feel
Which
that.
makes me sound lazy, but I feel like it's more of being smart.
I get it. I get it.
I mean, some people might listen to this and be like, "Wow, no, that's just fucking laziness."
No, that I
But
mean, you
to
know,
me,
work
I just
smarter,
feel like
not
I want to
harder.
be smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like even as far as money, I want money to work for me, not me work for the money. It makes no
Right.
sense.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong
You
with
know?
that, bro. That's a good philosophy to have.
There's
you
power
can't have
in
that
money.
philosophy in everything, but for a lot of things you can.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you can't have that philosophy when you're fucking working out. You gotta like to lift the heaviest shit or go the hardest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, certain things like that, unfortunately, there is no shortcut. Same with
Okay.
success. But I'm just saying like micro tasks throughout your life, you know?
Right.
Like I went to the DMV today, bro, and I fucking hated it. I hated going to the even though it wasn't like all that bad. All I did was fucking stand in line and shit. But still, it's like hot as fuck. The sun is beaming. They got no fucking tents, nothing. You know,
You gotta
like,
wear a
and
mask
I
because
was
of
like just
COVID.
in. Yeah, and I was just over there hot as fuck. I was like trying to protect myself with the fucking paperwork and shit.
Wait,
I
what
was
do you
like,
mean?
bro,
You were
what the
standing
fuck do
outside?
rich? Yeah, because they don't allow people like that many people in there anymore.
Oh, that's
So people
terrible.
actually stand outside the building.
Damn, and it was a hot ass day in LA today. It was 88.
Yeah, I definitely felt that in Burbank, California.
Damn, son.
So
Why don't you tell people the whole
yeah, so
story of why you had to go to the DMV today, Monday? That was the whole point of your Cali trip, to come out here and renew your license. And
yeah, which I still did.
you did, but come on, man. Fucking make fun of yourself, you piece of shit.
I'll just leave that up to you.
Okay, that's that. You seem slightly offended. I like that. I like that. So Marty
You
came
do
out
that
here.
part, man.
Thank you. Marty came out here to renew his license, and what ends up happening is that you need another document to prove who you are, and he so happened to forget that document, and he realized that as he was leaving to go to the DMV. But luckily, you have a girlfriend, and she mailed it to you, and you were able to do it.
Thanks for sharing that, Nicholas. Appreciate that. You just made me look really fucking dumb. And that's what you're here for, I guess, is to do that part of the job.
Hey, man, you gotta fucking laugh at yourself. Sometimes do stupid shit.
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Oh, it's okay, man. Ass is a little bit tight on that one.
But I was in line and I was thinking like, dude, like, what do rich people do? Doesn't like everybody need to come to the DMV?
You know what rich people probably do? They get their driver or whomever to go out there and stand in line, and when it's their turn, they'll pop up and go do it.
I was thinking that like maybe their assistant is like in line the whole time, and then as soon as they're about to call him, he comes in last minute.
1,000%. You really think rich people are gonna wait out there in the line? Like Drake.
Fuck
Do you think
no.
Drake would wait in the DMV? Fuck
Isn't it
no.
crazy that people like Drake need to go to the DMV?
He's human, man.
I know, but it's crazy to think that. Like, fuck, you have access to everything. Well, how do you not have
I
access
mean,
to like?
I'm also sure that these people, these celebrities, they have so much pull that it's unsafe for them to go to certain places at certain times. So I'm sure that they send emails to certain people and they have connections and they just go to a private location, or they go there to the DMV while it's shut down for a day or whatever the case may be, or for a couple of hours or for 30 minutes, whatever, I'm sure it's
Right.
not just them pulling up and their assistant waiting and then they go, or their assistant goes and then they pull up, do it, and leave. I don't think they're there with other people. I've never seen footage of a celebrity inside a DMV like that, unless it's, or like an A-list celebrity inside of a DMV.
Yeah, like, can you imagine Brad Pitt inside of fucking DMV? Like,
But then
what?
again, do you remember the documentary on Apple TV from what's her name, Billie Eilish? She was at the DMV. Do you remember that scene?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And there's just random ass people out there.
Yeah, I actually rewatched it yesterday.
Really?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Yeah. I was showing it to my mom, who didn't see it yet, and she really likes Billie Eilish.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool knowing like the artists' like struggles and things too. That makes
Yeah.
them human.
Yeah,
It makes you fucking relate, dude.
it definitely does. I mean, these people are only human. They're just like us. They go through the same emotions as we do. It's just we put them in this pedestal because they're great at what they do and they're famous and the celebrities.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What? Whatever. So tell me how this week. I've explained this story to you, but to the audience, this is a nice little story. This week, I'm chilling in my room, and I was eating, I think, some berries and strawberries, blackberries. So I go to the kitchen to wash my plate. At this specific, God put me in the kitchen at that specific time. He wanted me to be there. He strategically placed me in that kitchen at that exact time. And through my front door, there's a glass that I could see if anybody walks up front. And it's like the blurry glass. I don't know how to explain it, where you can't see who it is, but you see that there's somebody there. So somebody goes to the front door, and I'm thinking it's the Amazon guy or the mail guy just dropping off one of my packages. But they're usually there for at most 5 seconds, if that. They just drop the package, scan it, leave. This person was there for a solid 10 seconds. So I was a little bit sketched. I was like, that's weird. That's really weird. So I walk up to the door, open the door, and look and see two little kids running away with my fucking package. And I'm like, these little fuckers. So I scream in my man voice. I'm like, hey! And they immediately like freeze. So I walk up to them. I was like, what are you doing with my package? And he was like just mumbling like, I'm like, why did you take my package? I'm like, where are your parents? And then this is the funniest part because one kid stopped and the other kid kept going. The other kid that kept going, bro, I saw them multiple times afterwards. You know what I mean? We live in the same community. They literally live in my apartment complex. But
Right.
the second kid that ran away, he did the most little kid shit ever. He hid standing up behind a bush. And like as I would walk by him, he would just like keep scooting to the side. And I literally walked by him. I'm like, I see you behind that bush. He just kept going like this. I'm like, bro, no way. And so I tell the kid, I'm like, take me to your parents. So he's like nervous and he's mumbling. He's like, no, I didn't mean, and I didn't know what to do. And he's like 8 years old. And I'm feeling bad at the same time. I'm like, fuck this little kid. But at the same time, if I teach him this lesson now, maybe I'm actually helping him from fucking being in some shit in the future, So I'm teaching him a lesson. So I'm like, nah, tell me where your parents are. So he starts leading me to the wrong direction because he starts leading me to the parking lot. And I'm like, you're taking me to the parking lot. So I put the fear of God in him. I said, it's either you take me to your parents, or I'm going to tell management, and then the management is going to kick your parents out. You don't want to get kicked out. And then he's like, no, please. And then he starts walking me to his parents. He's like, no, please don't tell my parents. Please don't tell my parents. And I'm like, I feel bad, but I also have so much anger built up because, bro, imagine how many packages these little kids already fucking stole. And I've had a package stolen here before. So I'm already thinking like, it was probably you or one of your friends or whatever the case may be. So I knock on the door. And right. This, she was clearly not American. I think she was either European or Middle Eastern. She had like a heavy accent, but she looks up at me. Immediately, the little kid just starts crying, like hysterically, like, yeah, runs up to her, hugs her, and points at me. So immediately, she's already like, what the fuck did you do to my kid? And I'm standing there, God, but I'm keeping my composure, and I'm like standing up like firm, like mad, like I look angry. And I tell her exactly what happened. I'm like, listen, your kid just stole my package, and if it happens again, I'm going to let the management know. So you deal with this. And I grabbed the other package that they stole that was from from some other apartment, and I said, here, you take this.
You grabbed it from his hand?
It was from the other kid's hand, and I said it was already open too. I told her, you take this to the apartment, whoever it is, and you let them know the situation that happened. Honestly, I should have remembered the apartment number because I didn't. I was so angry, I just reacted.
Yeah, but you know how to get back there, no?
What do you mean? I know how to. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't want to knock back on the door and be like, hey, did you take? I don't need to do all that. You know what I mean? Like it already happened. That little kid already looks at me like I'm the devil. As soon as I walk by, they're like,
That's like some Brazil shit.
That's some Brazil
Packages
shit,
getting
bro.
stolen and
By
stuff.
kids, by children.
I heard certain New York neighborhoods they do that a lot too.
They do that out here all the time, bro. What, are you kidding me? They do that everywhere. I had a friend. She sent me a video of, because they have, what's that little doorbell that has a camera on it? You know what I'm talking about? A Ring bell or something
Right.
like that. But
Yeah, it's like from Amazon, right?
I don't know, but she has one of those, and she literally filmed a guy stealing her package.
No way.
He parked right in front of her house or her apartment, but her apartment is literally like out in the open, and he just went in there,
Yeah.
grabbed it, and left. She got his plate, turned it over to the
Wow.
police, but like, what are you really gonna do? You know,
Right.
what happens at that
Fuck,
point? Like,
dude.
do you tell Nike, or in her case, she ordered something from off of Nike? Do you tell Nike like, hey, my package got stolen? Did they replace it, or is it whoever shipped it? Is it their liability?
Yeah, I think it's whoever shipped it because I've had some items that got damaged for like selling it on eBay and shit, and USPS like already adds insurance when you ship it out. So, I got like $50 back or $100 back depending on how much the insurance cost that you're paying for, I think.
True.
Yeah. So they usually, but if it's like something really valuable, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Right. Yeah, my package was like $80, bro. Those kids were about to walk away with. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, can you imagine like, buying a $3,000 lens and these kids just fucking
That's
pick it up
that's
and
exactly
pick
what
it
I
up
was
and leave?
thinking. I'm like, yo, I sometimes I might order something film related. It's a little bit more pricey. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been pissed.
Yeah.
I gotta switching it up. Got a question for you. Do you have a preferred hand to masturbate with?
I don't do that, man.
Come on, bro. What about when you did?
Maybe the left.
The left? So is your
Maybe
dick
start
curved
with
to
the
the
left
left?
and then end up. Why, bro? Why you want to know
Come
my
on.
business like that?
Bro, come on. It's I was talking to Marlon the other. You're so fucking turned off and negative by this shit, bro. I feel like you've been touched as a little kid, and like now you're scared of having these fucking conversations. Like, you sound like a fucking old man. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Bullha. I was having a conversation with my boys the other day about, like, we were just talking about, yeah, do you have a preferred hand? And then we thought about it. Does your dick curve that way because of your hand? And can you make it curve the opposite way if you start doing it with your other hand? It's stupid philosophy. I don't think that's how it works, but
Doesn't make any sense though.
then he said that his dick is straight, and I was like, that's weird. I don't know if that's weird or not. I don't know. I feel like my dick is curved, so I feel like all dicks are curved.
Not all dicks are created equal.
I mean, I guess. I mean, no homo. We've all seen dicks here, and I've never seen like dicks are curved, bro. Let's be real. That's how dicks are.
In pornos too.
So that exactly. So that I feel like I don't know, maybe he has an alien dick. I was like, you have a straight dick? Think about that. A straight dick? It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. Even fucking dildos are curved, bro. Like, come on. It's a little bit weird when it's just a straight dick.
That's funny. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense though because I was a righty, but mine's going the opposite way.
Oh,
So how does
fuck.
that make sense?
Yeah, it doesn't. It was just a philosophy that I guess we're thinking about, but it didn't make sense. Honestly, I never had like a preferred hand.
Really?
Personally, yeah, maybe there's a hand that I subconsciously did it more with, or do it more with. It's not like I don't masturbate. I masturbate, just not fucking all the time, But, yeah, I feel like I don't know. there's not like a
You
preferred
don't know?
hand. It's like I am ambidextrous, so I don't know if that's that's the thing. You know what I mean? Both hands get in there, but I don't know.
So you could write with both hands?
No, there's certain things I do with my left and certain things I do with my right, but I can pick up doing things with my either left or right pretty quickly. Like if I just put some work into
Like
it.
what?
Like anything. Like I was only really able to catch with my right hand when it came to football. And then I literally practiced for a couple of hours and I got pretty decent with my left hand. You know?
Is that it? Just sports? Or is it like
Nah, like little shit.
other
Like brushing
material?
my teeth. Like sometimes I brush with my left, sometimes I brush with my right.
I never brush my teeth with my left. It's always with my right.
Yeah, sometimes I do it either or. It depends. Sometimes I purposely do it.
What about when you wipe your ass?
It's with my
The
right.
right?
Yeah, it's with my right. But I write with my left.
So it's
I eat with my left.
not that dominant.
What?
Your left hand.
No, I write with my left. I eat with my left.
So you're not a full like
Not a full
lefty and
freak.
righty.
You're just a half freak. I don't. Have you ever heard that the lefties live less? I never understood why. I feel like a whole bunch of stats nowadays. Whenever you get a stat, it's always some bullshit stat to kind of sway your thinking in one way or another. You know what I mean?
Can you say an example?
Sure. I'm gonna relate it to basketball. There was a player that I saw recently. Okay, I'm actually even gonna pull this up because it was like impressive for a player that I was like,
Yeah, you better start pulling shit up because on the last episode you'd be saying some fucking wrong shit.
yeah, but I try to correct myself when I can, man. All right, so look, there's this player called Tony Snell that plays for the Atlanta Hawks, and they're saying that he'll join the 50-50-100 club. What that means is his field goal percentage is 50%, his 3-point percentage is 50%, and his free throw is 100%. Right? That's impressive as fuck when you look at it. And then you go deeper into the stats, and you found out that he's only taken 12 free throws the entire season. It's been like 60 games so far. So it's a very small number. You know what I mean? If he would have taken 100 free throws, he most likely would have missed a free throw. That's what I
see
mean
what you're saying.
by saying certain stats to make it seem one way or another, but
Right.
it just makes you think that way. It's like propaganda. It's with anything. Whenever you want to sway somebody, you give them some stats that backs up what you're saying. You know, like for
Yeah,
example,
I kind of feel like I was gonna say I kind of feel like the numbers that the media throws out there of like how many cases and how many deaths and all that stuff, it might be a little bit off. It might not be the exact representation that they're presenting.
did you see that producer from I don't know if it was CNN or CSBC? Is that what it's called?
CNBC?
CNBC, yeah. I believe it was CNN. I know exactly where it is as well. I'm gonna look this up. But in CNN, this guy went on a date with some Tinder girl. Let's see. It is
Oh shit.
Yep, CNN. So some guy went on a date. I don't know if it was Tinder, but a producer went on a date with some girl, and it turns out that she was filming him the whole time. And they were just talking about a whole bunch of stuff as far as like ratings and what they do to pump up the numbers. And he was literally talking about how they pump up the numbers and put it red right next to their symbol so you could see it all the time to pump up the
Yeah.
ratings. You know, they specifically do these things. I mean, we all know this, but just to get the
Do we
confirmation
do?
from these. I mean, we don't all know this, but some people really need like the fucking evidence. Like, why else would they be doing that? You know what I mean? Like, what about the
Mm,
recovery rates? That's what I've always been saying. I'm like, okay, these are how many deaths. How about how many people fucking recovered from it? You know? And
right.
he's like, oh, nobody cares about that. And he started talking about some more things as far as like, oh, you don't want to talk about sad news because sad news doesn't give good ratings. And he was just going on about their philosophy and how they think and what attracts attention.
So what happened to this guy after this thing got leaked?
I didn't look into it, but I'm sure not anything good. I'm sure he got fired or something. But at the same time,
No.
I'm sure he's trying to sue the girl because I'm sure she was filming him without his consent.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He could definitely do so.
But he can't be talking about that
Wow.
type of shit if he's working for them and he knows all this stuff, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna come out, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Some way
100%. I'm glad
or
it did.
another.
Because certain people are just blind by all this bullshit. It's like, what? How do you not
Yeah.
see all the propaganda, man? Everything's going crazy right now in the United States. You saw that they're trying to change the Supreme Court justices, pump up the numbers.
What does that mean?
I believe there's 9 Supreme Court judges, and they're trying to get it to 13, or is it 7? I forgot. But they're getting it to
13?
13.
Why?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
I honestly don't know the reason, but I know that it's not a good reason. They're also in talks of eliminating the electoral college.
What does that mean?
Do you know what the electoral college is?
It's the voting thing, no?
Yes. So
Where
basically,
people
like,
vote for the president.
right. So let's say, um, like Florida, for example. There's certain counties in Florida, like Dade County, the population is massive. So in that county, they're worth a lot more. Let's say they're worth like 50 points in that county, you know, compared to another
Mm,
county in Florida that might be even bigger than Dade County, but their population is super small. So their county is probably
right.
worth only like 6 points.
Mm,
So they're trying to take that away, and it would just be popular vote. Like whoever's just more popular. Which, I mean, if you think about it, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, and Trump won by the electoral college. But historically, Democrats usually win the popular vote. So that's kind of weaning it to one side, you know?
I see. Yeah. Would you ever get into politics
It's
as far
weird
as
because I
career?
I do like politics, but I don't think
Would you ever
politics.
be a governor like Arnold?
No, politics. I don't think is for me personally as far as holding a seat somewhere. But I definitely want to get involved politically. Have friends that are about that, having these type of conversations because I don't. It interests me, man. It's about our future. It's about everything. You know. I think politics
Yeah.
is your morals and your values. And a lot of people might
Right.
not agree with what you agree with, and it's okay. You know, let's talk about things because when you talk about things, that's either going to fortify my argument or it's going to completely destroy it. So the next conversation I have, I'm either going to know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about or I just got destroyed by whomever, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think politics is it's obviously very important. It just sucks that there's just so much corruption and all that stuff behind it, you know. So that's that. I think that's why I would never join and be like a politician myself. Not because I would be corrupt, but I don't know. It's not like a. It's not something that I would want to do. it's something that I would want to support somebody wholeheartedly and help fund them, and if I have money, help fund their campaign and whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't want to be the one to hold that position. You know, my life is
You
more
want to be
concentrated.
Bobby Axelrod from Billions.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Go ahead, continue.
I'm not
story.
gonna watch Billions ever until you watch Bodyguard. So doesn't matter, bro.
Is that all it takes for you to watch Billions?
If you watch all of Bodyguard, I'll start watching Billions. But I'm
right,
actually watching
fuck yeah.
Better Call Saul first, and then I'll watch Billions.
Wait, you already started Better Call Saul?
Yeah. Well, again, I'm on episode 2.
Nice, bro. Wait till you get to season 5. Ooh.
I mean, it's once you get hooked, you get hooked, man. It's like a slow start, but once you get hooked in these shows, you get hooked.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, I love Better Call Saul, man.
That whole
They're filming the
Breaking
6th
Bad
season right now.
They're filming it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
The last one.
It's gonna take a little minute before I get to the 6th season, so I'm glad they're filming it now, so it's gonna take a little minute before they release the 6th season.
You're like, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. Just keep filming.
Facts, 100%. Take your time, bro. I want to see Ozark season 4. Man, there's so many shows I'm just waiting on.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Ooh, this is a deep rooted question. What do you think about prenups?
Prenups.
Yeah.
I think if you marry rich, like if you are rich already and then get married, I think it could be useful then. But if you maybe come up with a person before getting rich and that person being part of your success, then I don't think a prenup is the right fit for that type of marriage.
Right.
So it really depends on the case.
True.
I think prenups is more for like rich people already. Like if you're getting married after getting rich.
True. Yeah, I mean, there's certain. What if it's like. Hold on. It's a nice bike outside. What if. You don't even necessarily have to be rich. What if you already have like a car, like a $20,000 car that you paid off, and some assets, maybe like $10,000, $20,000 worth in assets? You don't think you wouldn't get a prenup for that?
I don't know. It really depends on the connection you have with your partner. But business-wise speaking, it's the best option to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
But
think
I feel like
also
it does bring a. Don't you think it brings like a certain stigma behind it? It makes you feel like
con.
It's like saying this is my safety, this is my hedge, for my investment here.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean, why do you get?
That's how
why
I
do you
look
get
at it.
Why do you get insurance for your car? Why do you make a will? Why do you get life insurance? Why do you get insurance for your house?
Don't you think that's different though?
I mean, it's planning. It's like in case. It's not like when you get insurance for your car, it's not like you're planning on having an accident.
Mm-hmm.
When you get life insurance or you're making your will, it's not like you're planning on dying anytime soon. It's just you're doing it as in case.
So you're pretty much having an insurance.
Yeah.
For your marriage.
Yeah.
By like what? Keeping all your assets.
Yeah, but I mean, I also agree with what you're saying. Like, it brings that negative stigma of like, why, like, aren't we forever? Didn't we say forever, like, back there in the altar?
In the
like,
vows?
why? Yeah, exactly. Why? What does this mean? There is no what ifs. Like, this is it.
Yeah, so I think if you're going to get married, I mean, I'm hoping people are getting married because they really fucking love each other, you
Well,
know.
I mean, yeah, but you never know.
But yeah, exactly. You never know. But I don't know. I do think that there's a time and place for a prenup, but if it's someone that you truly like feel up like a true connection, then maybe it's not necessary. And especially if you don't have
Even
like
if you're rich,
anything. No, I think if you're rich, it might be the best idea
what's
to get a
rich to you?
prenup.
What's rich to you?
Yeah, see,
How much money in the
that's where
bank?
it's different for everybody. I'm talking about like over 1 million in assets. That's
So if you had
rich.
500,000, you wouldn't get a prenup.
Maybe not. Maybe it's not necessary. 500,000 ain't that much money, bro.
I
It's
mean, I'm not
alright.
saying it
Like you
is.
can make millions, huh?
I'm not saying it is, but let's say that 500,000, you own a business.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's gonna get to own the business too when you get the prenup, or if you don't get the prenup and you guys divorce.
Yeah, I get it, bro. And that's the price you have to pay, I feel, if you are getting into a marriage. You have to sign up to the marriage knowing that you might lose half your shit because you love this girl, because you love your partner.
Facts.
That is the price you're paying.
Facts. It's the trust, man. It's the trust.
If you don't have that, then don't get married.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, like, I feel like I agree with what you're saying. It depends on the situation. You know, if she was there beforehand, then yeah, the prenup's not necessary. But like, let's say if for me, for example, right now, I got in a relationship and we didn't get
You?
married. What's that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Wait, you're officially in a relationship now?
No, I'm saying let's say I get into a
Oh, you're
relationship.
giving an example.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your real life.
No,
Sorry, I was just trying to clear things up.
novice. Let's say I get into a relationship right now, and then in 8 years we get married,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could be dating somebody for a long time. Maybe you had kids before, or not. Maybe not 8 years. Maybe 4 years. Okay, we're together
Mm.
for 4 years, and within that 4 years, I went from making um, 6 digits to 7, 8 digits,
Mm.
and then you get married. But she was there
Okay.
before you made all those digits. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, which still counts. Like, I think that's like if she could be part of the reason of why he got richer, you got richer.
I mean, there's always there, you know, sure, 100%.
But just by being like his anchor, by
Right, right,
being
right,
their emotional support, partner.
right.
And that can go a long way, especially when you're trying to do something and it's not working and you just want to give up, but someone's there pushing you, pushing you, pushing you. And, if it wasn't for that person, maybe you would have never collected those extra millions or whatnot.
Facts, no, 100%. Or maybe they were just
So,
there cooking for you while you were putting in the work.
which is worth something as well.
100%.
Yep. That's
So,
why when I'm rich, I'm gonna fucking try to retire my mom as early as possible because she did that for 18 years,
facts.
19, you know, still does it every now and then
Yeah.
whenever I come visit her. So,
Still wipes your ass?
yeah. No, not this time, but yeah,
True.
last weekend, yeah.
True.
Um,
Yeah, you'll
what
always be her
else?
baby boy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. You're a baby's
Mama's
a
boy?
mama's boy too, right?
Hell yeah. I'm a complete mama's boy. I love my mom to death.
Mm.
I'm actually going to get to see her next week. I'm going to Florida. Not next week. I'm going to Florida in 2 days.
Whoa, look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're gonna do the next podcast in Florida?
Next podcast in sunny South Florida. It's going to be bright as hell in the background.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get a key light for yourself, man. Bring something.
Mm,
You need to get a loom cube, bro. It's
yeah, those are
tiny.
pretty small. Those are pretty. I could bring one of my little aperture lights, but kind of lazy, you know? Like, why? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna bring something. I usually bring my ice lights. I'm probably gonna bring my ice light.
Yeah, I think you should bring something. It's not a bad idea. Traveling with lights is not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, that's why I love these ice lights because they're pretty good and they work really good. So why not? Portable
Hmm.
lights look
Yeah.
like lightsabers.
Yeah, man. What else? Is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Wrap it up, man.
Yeah, you're done talking?
I mean, I got more things we could talk about. You want to talk about some other stuff?
Go ahead. Bring
All
it
right.
up.
Do you know who you are? Like fully, do you know who you are? Like,
Michelle Linkomachins.
I think like in the younger parts of our lives, we try to understand, or we kind of get a better sense of who we aren't. And in the latter parts in our lives, like in the age that we're in now,
I'm just gonna point something out. Like every time you start speaking, it feels like you're about to preach something.
maybe I should be a preacher. Maybe I was a preacher in a past life, man.
I think so.
Don't
Like
ma-
it
don't make
seems
me
like
look.
you're up in the fucking stage, just like preaching to the fucking people in church.
Look, you're gonna make me lose my damn
No,
train
no,
of
no.
thought.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just like trying to say it before I forget about it.
So I think when we're younger, we throughout our experiences and things that we do, piece of shit. Throughout the things that we do, we learn what we don't want to be in life, right? No, you don't agree? Ah, fuck that. End this shit.
No, no, no. I agree. I agree. Come on, continue.
Nah,
Continue.
fuck that. I'm done. You take conversation.
Nah, bro. I wanted to listen to it. I was just like literally thinking about what I just said. How you, I imagine you in church just talking to me, and that's why I laughed. Just preaching.
What did I say?
No, I think it's your tone of voice.
What do you mean?
It's not about what you say. It's about your tone, the tone of voice that you use when you speak.
Do I have a preacher's voice? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you have like some type of public speaker voice. You could be the next Martin Luther King.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
I don't know. For
I'm sure you got
Latinos,
a lot
Martin
to
Luther
say.
King for Latinos, for my
Pretty
peoples.
much.
I want to
Hmm.
go to Brazil. I've been missing Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you miss most?
Our culture in general. Just that feeling of like, I think you could relate to this because you're Brazilian as well. You're not from the United States, but when you're in Brazil, there's just that sense of like, I'm home. Like, I'm here. Like, this is my homeland. This is where I was born. This is my
Mm,
people.
this is where I came from.
Yeah. So it just
It's like
feels
you're
like
going
home.
back to a village in Africa and you're like, this is where I came from.
I guess so. But it just makes me feel like home. Like it doesn't even necessarily have to be in my home city of Brazil. It's just anywhere in Brazil. Just
Mm,
being around my people, like the culture, the feeling, the energy.
right.
It feels right.
Yeah, man. Brazil is definitely the place when you want to have fun
Yeah,
because people there just want to have fun.
yeah, that's for sure.
And that's what Brazil's good for.
That's facts. I do want to be able to create some dope content for Brazil though, targeted specifically towards Brazil. And I mean, I will do that. I already have 3 skits in mind to do, but
You know
it's
what I could see you doing in the
mm.
future once you get like popping enough? Actually join Big Brother Brazil in
Oh
Brazil.
hell no, bro. Are you kidding me?
Bro, it's huge out there,
I
bro.
wouldn't do that. I hate
But
reality show
celebrities,
shit.
bro, no, but celebrities joining everything. And they fucking they pretty much like become popping again. Like all of like whoever's in the show is talked about every single week in Brazil, bro.
Yeah, 100%. You're right. I mean, if the opportunity came about, I mean, I don't know
It'll
if I'd
just
say
bring more
no.
exposure to whatever you're doing at the time.
Yeah, but it's like I know that show, and it just seems like a whole bunch of putaria.
Mm.
Like
A lot of gossips. Yeah, a
gossip,
lot
just
of
hooking up and
yeah.
sex, and you know what I mean. And like, I don't know, bro.
You
Like,
don't. You're not ready for that life. You don't want that life.
not really. Like, I don't like people
Nice.
knowing about my business. I like keeping my shit like low key. Like, this is my private life. This is you get a version of me, online, and then
Mm.
this is the most authentic version you get of Nick right here online. Because this is me just talking shit, and I'm trying to be as more authentic as possible as time goes by with just breaking that barrier with talking to a camera and just saying more real shit, like not being
Yeah.
uncomfortable talking about whatever, like things that we talk about. Obviously, not everything, but a lot of things that we talk about in private, just talking shit, like bring it to the podcast. But
Mm-hmm.
it comes with time, and I guess just learning and letting go, you know. But
Yeah.
I do like my private life as well. Like I don't like what people or for people to know what I'm doing on a specific day on my day off. Or even when I'm filming, like I don't
Yeah,
like
but if you're famous enough, that's gonna happen. You're gonna be followed by paparazzis,
I mean I
and
guess, but
there's gonna be
I wouldn't
people
make it
on you.
easy for them. Like I wouldn't post these things online. I wouldn't just I would move
Yeah, but you
strategically.
think these people are posting online like fucking Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt? Like you
For
think they're
sure, for
fucking
sure.
posting? No,
But they
they're
also know how to
not.
move. They know how to move
Yeah,
nowadays.
but they still get caught and like doing their day to
100%.
day.
100%. It is what it is. But
So you can't be completely private in this career field.
no, you
I
can't.
think.
But no, you definitely can't. And it's okay. I'm okay with that. But the privacy that I do get, I do enjoy, especially nowadays because, like I said, we're nobody as of yet. As to what we're going to be still.
Mm,
So I enjoy my private life as of now.
yeah.
It's little shit like fucking running outside. Like I enjoy that. Putting my windows down in my car and driving. I enjoy that. Not as much in LA because all the damn pollution, but I enjoy that. Imagine getting to the point where you can't even put your windows down because everybody knows who the fuck you are. It's weird.
That is weird.
Can't even
Yeah,
pick your
just
nose
being
without people
recognized.
fucking filming you now.
Yeah, because sometimes I just want to enjoy a good conversation at a restaurant, and sometimes I can only imagine like if people are just looking at you eat and like paying attention to whatever you're talking about,
That's what I was
then it's
saying the
gonna
other
be super
night.
uncomfortable.
Me and you went out to eat and we're just talking shit, like saying the most ridiculous things. Imagine if
Yeah,
people knew who we are and they're out there listening to our conversations. It's fucking weird. That's why celebrities and known people, they sit either in a private location in the back of the restaurant or by the kitchen because there's so much noise by the kitchen you can't hear what's coming from that table,
how do
you
you
know?
know they'd sit by the kitchen?
It's a known thing, bro. Mafia people sit right by the kitchen so you can't hear.
Hmm. Is that like in Godfather or something?
I don't
Scarface?
remember
Did you
actually,
see that in
but
the
probably
movie?
I don't know. I'm sure I've seen that in a movie somewhere. But I mean,
Mm.
that also happens in Brazil too. Like my father's table in his restaurant is by the kitchen. It's the closest table to the kitchen and stuff.
Good point. Good fucking point. And I think that is all the time we have for today's podcast. Thank you so much for hopping on the call, Nicholas Giassi. Really appreciate you having a conversation with me. And I hope next week we can do this again and be able to be friends and just talk to each other like this, and have a jolly old time.
Dude, you are on something today with your whole hippie vibes. What? I appreciate it though. I appreciate these hippie vibes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm on something, bro.
You're on some hippie vibes today.
I see.
Are you offended? Did you think I was saying you're on drugs? You look like you're on drugs now. Look at you.
Yo, I think we need a fucking cut here.